Welcome back to Bonnie B. Hawkins Creative TV.
Together, you might want to stay tuned to this channel. Yes, guys, so here's my beautiful meatloaf, and I put it all on one platter so I can serve it with the vegetables. I'm just pour a little over my salad here, as you can see. There you are. So that's my beautiful homemade meatloaf and salad. Okay. There it is. My homemade meatloaf and salad. Well, hi guys. Welcome back to my
Bonnie B. Hawkins Creative TV. Today on my channel, I will be putting together, as you can see in the title, my homemade meatloaf display.
This is the amount of ground beef.
Well, okay, guys, and coming up right now is how I put it all together.
Alrighty, and then we got
coming up right now
in my ground beef. I'm going
on
to
my
put
channel. Here we go.
Diced
right now.
Wheat bread, 3 slices. A large onion, 2 eggs, and I don't have the green pepper, but I wanted green pepper, but I don't have it, so we're going to make do with what we have, right guys? And so I was looking for tomato paste, I had none, or tomato sauce, I had none. So just so this can be a little juicy, I'm just going to put a little bit of condensed tomato soup. Just a little bit of that. And a little barbecue sauce, and a little barbecue sauce over top of it when it is near done. A little dab of ketchup. A dab of this yellow mustard. A little pinch, couple of pinches of seasonal salt. Couple of pinches of this Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. A little bit onion powder. A little bit garlic powder. A little bit black pepper. A little bit of orego leaves, and just a little bit of basil. I wanted parsley, guys, but I don't have it. Okay, and so right now what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and break these eggs. So we crack the eggs, as you see, here in this bowl. Okay. Okay, guys. Also, I meant to tell you that I will be, when I get it all straight, I will be putting it into this pan. I don't know how much of this pan you can see, but it is one of my roasting pans, and I put a little grate in the bottom, a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan, and I buttered the grate, as you can see right here. Okay, that's after I make my thing out here. So all right, guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to stir. As you can see here, we're stirring up the egg. You have two eggs. These are 2 large eggs. Okay, we're gonna stir it up really good. Okay. Okay, got that. Okay, the next thing, we're gonna open up this ground beef. See, guys, when I'm messing with meat, sometimes I like to have all my stuff ready, you know, before I open up the meat. And sometimes that's not true, because sometimes I'll just go ahead and have it all that ready and then do that. So sometimes it's a reversal. Okay, but anyway, in the meantime, for this particular ground beef, I'm going to go ahead and dump it in this pan, as you can see here. Okay, yep, so this is the ground beef. Okay, I think it's like 2.5 pounds. Whatever you guys seen on that little thing, that's how much it is. I mean, but I believe it was something like 2.5 pounds. Okay, of ground beef. Okay, now, so we got that all, as you can see here. Now, I'm doing this in a rush because I was out of a lot of ingredients and I hadn't got a chance to get to the store yet. And so I work with what I have already in the house. Like I said, I would have loved to have a little bit of a green pepper in here, but I did not have any on in my thing here. Okay, and so guys, before I put all the other ingredients in, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and put all of my seasonings in first. I could do it either way, and this way I chose. I meant to say except for my onions, I'm going to go ahead and put them in. And I'm going to go ahead and put my breadcrumbs in. Okay, so we decided to go ahead and put the breadcrumbs and onions in. Okay, so we got that in here. Okay, breadcrumbs and onions in. Then we're going to mix all that together. And then put all of our dry ingredients in next. And so we got the Larry salt. We're going to put what amount to about 1.5 tablespoons, which means I need to put a little bit more in there. We're going to put about 1.5 teaspoons of this powder, onion powder. We're going to put 1.5 teaspoons or so of this black pepper. We're going to put about 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon actually, of this oregano leaves. A 1/2 teaspoon of basil leaves, which I preferred if I had just a little bit of parsley flakes instead of these two ingredients, but I don't have any. Okay, so we're going to put 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. Just a little pinch of this Cajun Slap Your Mama. This is Cajun seasoning from Louisiana. Okay. And I just sprinkle a little bit off in my hand, about that much, which is less than 1/2 tablespoon. I mean 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. So maybe I'll just put it all in the back here. I'll put the tops on stuff. And you know, the last thing you want to do is not put the top on things, and the next time you go to use it, you have, you know, it's already open and something could spill before you even get it open. Okay guys, so I got all of my dry ingredients in here now. I'm going to mix all of this together to make sure all of the meat get somewhat of an even coat of the dry seasons as possible. Okay, everything got somewhat of an even coat as possible. Okay, and the next thing you want to do, guys, is go ahead and put your 2 eggs in. As you see there. Okay, and next thing you want to do, you can do it and leave it like that. And put just a little dab of ketchup, barbecue sauce. A little dab of, had to hold it up right, the Heinz ketchup, tomato ketchup. A little dab. This is just giving you some more optional extra flavor. Some of this stuff you may not want to put in your so just a little dab of that. Okay, so you guys see that? Okay, now before I attempt to put any of this sauce in here, which I probably should have left the top on it in case I don't end up using any of it, it's depending on the texture of this meatloaf so far, and that'll determine whether I should put a little something extra in it, like that sauce, which is supposed to have been sauce, but I don't have any. So now I'm looking at my meatloaf now. Now you want to kind of assure that your meatloaf's going to turn out somewhat moisture somewhat. So in order for me to do that, okay, this meatloaf is right about at the right texture that I want it at. But I'm just going to put a little bit of this tomato soup, which I'd rather, like I said, for it to be what you call. So what it's going to amount to is what amount to a 1/4 cup. And now I'm going to mix that together and see if the texture is the way I want it. Use both hands for this video. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So what I see here, I'm actually liking. I'm going to let you guys see. I kind of like the texture of this. So I'm going to go ahead and make this into a loaf. Okay, somewhat. Okay, I'm going to do it partially on the pan, but I just want to make it generally. Of course, once I take it out of here, it's going to probably fall apart somewhat. Okay, you see there. And guys, what we're going to do, we are going to actually, there, okay. Kind of like didn't do such a good job, but somewhat it'll be okay. I just gotta mold and shape this little thing. I call it a little thing, thing. Let me move I got less room on the table if I work like that. So okay, guys, so this is my meatloaf, as you can see here. Yes, guys. Here it is. If you want to see how I put my meatloaf together, this is where we start. Okay. And then what I do, now keep in mind, I said this is what I do, but this is not what I always do. I change things around, guys. I'm a changer. I change things around. Sometimes I decide to do something totally different, putting totally different ingredients in certain things. So, but this particular one, you would take your finger, your index finger, and it could be either finger. This is the middle finger, I should say. And you make a little bit of a wedge down here, in between. Be careful not to go to the ends, because you want to hold whatever little juice, whatever little in my case, a little bit of this. A little dab of the tomatoes. Like I said, I wish it was, what you call them, that it, okay, so we're going to pour a little bit down into the middle, right there, like that. Okay, so you can see that. Now, just a little dab of this barbecue sauce. Okay. And here it is, guys. So now we're going to put it in our pan. This is my meatloaf. Okay. And we're going to put it in this pan. And I told you in this pan I have water. A little bit of water. What amounts to 2/3 of a cup of water. And you see little butter flakes floating around in it because it came off of here when I was putting butter on this the pan itself to make it a little less sticky. Now you can use whatever you got, right? Okay. And so the next thing I want to do is take you guys over to my oven. Okay. Pause you for just a second. Well, okay, guys. So I got my oven set on 360. Okay, so I got my oven set on 360, and I'm going to go ahead and put my meatloaf here in the oven. And guys, I have a roasting pan, but I do not want to put a roasting pan on this meatloaf. So, a roasting pan top. So, because I want a little bit of air to be able to come through. Okay, so the meatloaf won't turn out real soggy. So instead, I got this pan. You use what you got, right? And I'm going to put the top on here. And this will allow the air to escape, okay? Okay, now I'm going to leave this in here for about 45 minutes, and then I'll be back to check it. All right. This is me, Bonnie. And again, welcome to Bonnie B. Hawkins Creative TV, guys. This is my little bit of video for how I put together my meatloaf. Alrighty. Be ready. Yeah, it is ready. And now, guys, I'm going to put my sauce. Give y'all some light here. Bring it a little closer so you guys can see it better. It is most definitely done, though. I made sure it was moisture, and I can feel the moisture for sure. And this tasting the thing is good. Okay, guys, so what I did, I made some sauce here. And the way I made the sauce, to check the recipe for the last meatloaf I made on my channel, and you'll get all the ingredients that I normally would put in there. But this time around, I just put a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and a little brown sugar. That's all I put in this particular one. Yeah. But in the other one, I put a little extra something, so you'd have to watch that video to see that. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to pour the sauce over the meatloaf here. We're going to take our little, brush, and we're going to brush it over a little bit. Don't want to brush it too thin, though, because you want some of it to still be able to sit on top of the meatloaf. Okay, while it's cooking, or while it's My hand might be in the way, hopefully not. And so what we're going to do, we're going to use the last of the sauce here. Right over there. Okay. Okay. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to let this kind of set on top. Let some of it penetrate inside of it, of the meatloaf. Okay, guys, so I'll show you the meatloaf. All right, I had to wash my hands. So as my meatloaf was cooking, it spread out in the pan a little bit. But this is my meatloaf. I'll let you guys see it a little closer if I can pull this out just a little bit more. I don't know how much you guys can see, but that is my meatloaf, guys, for today. And we're going to leave it in here, and we're going to let those spices, caramelize and glaze over top of the meatloaf. We're going to put the oven on the broiling setting and watch it and monitoring it. It's on the bottom tray of this oven, and I'm going to leave it in there for the next 10 minutes or so. All right. Well, okay, my meatloaf should be ready. Okay. Yeah, got a little brown coating on top of it. I might have to leave it in there, let you guys see it in the light because it's kind of dark there. Let you guys see it in the light. How about that? Let's take this out. Pause, y'all. Okay, guys. Yes, indeed. My meatloaf is ready. And I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And then I'll bring y'all back after I get it out of the pan. All right? It's me, Bonnie. Yeah, guys. I made this beautiful meatloaf. Well, okay. Well, okay, guys. I made my little meatloaf, and here is the outcome of this meatloaf. Look at it, guys. You see the meatloaf in the center, and you see all the beautiful vegetables around it. This is just tomato, onion, and lettuce. Okay, and I started my little plate here, and I got my little salad on there already. Now I just need to cut off a piece of this meatloaf. Okay, just a little small portion of this meatloaf. So I'm going to go ahead and take and move this extra. I'm going to stick it on my plate because I can have that with my plate. And just cut a little section off right here on the end. And there it is, guys. My homemade meatloaf. Let's see if I can turn this around so you guys can see it. Yes, indeedy. Alrighty, guys. So it's my homemade meatloaf. I do thank you for tuning into my channel, Bonnie B. Hawkins Creative TV. Alright, I'm just going to put this on my plate here. And it looks so nice. I think I'm going to break me off another little small piece on the end here, and lay that down this way like that. So now it's a matter of what kind of, there's my meatloaf right there, guys. Alrighty. My homemade meatloaf right here on my channel, along with my salad. Okay, and now I just got to decide what kind of salad dressing I want. I'm going to move my little meatloaf here to the side right here, guys, like that. Okay. Okay, so now I'll just decide what kind of salad I want. I think I'm going to have a little bit of the ranch dressing. And I made salad to go with it. And I garnished the salad up on the plate here, and I can use the French dressing or the ranch dressing. Then I have the Italian vinaigrette. I think I'm going to have a little ranch dressing. Okay. Just pour a little over my salad here, as you can see. There you are. So that's my beautiful homemade meatloaf and salad. Okay. There it is. My homemade meatloaf and salad. Okay, and again, guys, if you'd like to see how I put this together, then just stay tuned. Stay tuned to this channel if you'd like to see how I put this meatloaf and salad together here. All right, right here on the Bonnie B. Hawkins Creative TV, guys. Welcome back to Bonnie B. Hawkins Creative TV. Guys, again, I want to show you, I put together a homemade meatloaf here, as you can see on the platter here, along with my vegetables, all Danished up with my vegetables. Guys, if you want to see how I put my meatloaf together and created this beautiful salad and meatloaf dinner, you might want to stay tuned to this channel. Guys, I've already fixed myself a plate, and I've already chose my dressing. I chose the ranch dressing for my salad. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. And there is my beautiful salad. So again, if you want to see how I put this together, you might want to stay tuned to this channel. Guys, I'm going to break a little piece off. And I'm going to offer you guys a little piece first. You guys want a little piece? There you are. How about if I taste it for you? How does that sound? All right, let's taste it for you. Oh my goodness. Guys. This is delicious. All right, guys, so if you want to see how I put this together, stay tuned to this channel. I hold my salad up, my meatloaf with a garnished salad.
This concludes this video on how I made and put together this beautiful homemade meatloaf with my meatloaf and salad display.
Okay, guys, so here it is.
Thank you for tuning in to this channel. See you in the next video.
With garnished salad on a platter.